And hello. July 5th, 2025. What does the Bible say about heaven and earth? The Bible describes heaven and earth as distinct yet interconnected realms. Heaven is presented as God's dwelling place, a realm of perfect peace and righteousness, while earth is the physical world, often depicted as marred by sin and imperfection. However, the Bible also speaks of a future when heaven and earth will be united, a new heaven and new earth where God's will is perfectly realized. Heaven is primarily presented as God's throne and dwelling place. That's in Psalms 33. It is a place of ultimate peace, joy, and the presence of God, free from sin, free from negativity, free from toxicity, free from all that bondage and suffering. Revelations 21. Heaven is also the home of angels and other beings. Matthew 24 and Luke 2. Destination for believers. For believers, heaven is described as a future inheritance and a permanent dwelling place. Hebrews 11. The Bible begins with God creating both the heavens and the earth. Earth is depicted as a place where humanity's sin has brought imperfection and separation from God. However, God's plan includes redemption and restoration of the earth, cultivating a new heaven and new earth. The Bible envisions a future when God will create a new heaven and new earth where righteousness dwells, where positivity dwells. Righteousness dwells. Some interpretations suggest that heaven and earth are not always separate, with the possibility of their dimensions overlapping. The overarching narrative of the Bible is about God's plan to unite heaven and earth, ultimately bringing His will to fulfill on earth as it is in heaven. This is what He has given to me right here, that I was writing down this morning. Okay. Heaven and earth, male and female, it's like as a woman's womb, which carries the egg, and a man's sperm connect to create a miracle of a child. One. To be born, same is the universe. Even the beginning. A new star was born. The comet, which had all the right stuff in it, and the rock, right, that the comet, the meteorite, or the comet, what do you want to say, and the rock had the right stuff, the good stuff. Yeah, man, that's the good stuff. And then, kaboom! Behold, a change began to happen to this world. How it reads in Genesis about the separation of the waters and then a firmament and all this stuff, right? A new world, creation was born. It's the story, the creation story. It's in songs. It's in the twedelede of the birds that sing caw, caw, and ee, like the screaming of the eagle, and the crow of the crow. It's even in the lion's roar. It's in the atmosphere. It's in the vibrations of the soil. It's in the leaves on the trees, and it's in you, and it's in me. See, heaven and earth, soul and body. We are as like the batteries that supplies the energy, what comes from us outwardly. And it's as heaven met earth, a love story of two becoming one. And all the correct shalala and every whoa. It was no accident. It was destined. Two paths crossed. See the cross? And then a star in the middle of that cross. It was fated. It was planned. A groovy kind of love. Crazy, man. It was meant to be. The word is as our recharge. You know the recharger compartment that you put your batteries in to recharge them. It's not just a word. That's the main thing. But if your spiritual eye opens and your spiritual ear opens, you can hear it in everything. You can see it in everything. The story. The truth. But yes, the Word of God is God's psychology, God's therapy, God's counseling. It is the way, it is the truth of how to DIY. DIY. The word is as our recharge, to recharge you. Equals the battery that is giving one's energy to heaven and to earth. What's a battery? It has positive and it has negative. Is yours right side up or is it upside down? The right side up is the positive, pointing up and looking up and rising up, keeping good mindset. And the opposite is the negatives up. You know what I'm saying? And see, there's a serious imbalance where there's way too much negative. And this is why we have been seeing ever since the beginning of time. Because why? Because there's separation between us and God. That we have separated from. And day by day, we get further and further and further away. Confirmation. Thank you. And everything's about to, that just told me right there. And everything is about to collapse. It's about to crash. It's about to fall. If we do not get back in alignment. And I'm talking about alignment, and that's TLC to Mother Earth and Father, which is in heaven. I wrote a poem which is in my book. Where is it? That is on Amazon, by the way. Okay. It's my first book, you know. That I put on there. Where is it now? Bear with me. I want to pause. Oh, here it is. And I want to show you the cover of my book. Okay? It's in hardback, it's on Kindle, and it is in paperback. From the Meadows of the Royal Fortress, written by Kimberly Ann. Mama Earth. It's cloudy today. The earth is speaking to me. Jesus, it's me again, down on my knees again. Please, again, reach out your hand. It's me again. Mother Earth is weeping. She is crying. She says she just can't take it anymore. The selfishness in man and the evil negative energies that come forth from minds, voices, hands, bodies, 100% negativity, wastefulness, trashiness, unthankfulness, a very low percentage, low,